Hey everybody, it's Jim Palmer, the newsletter guru, here at my favorite place, Marsh Creek Lake. I just paddled over. I want to pan around and show you. I paddled over. Well, you can even see where I get in. It's way over there on the other side. Paddled all the way over here. This is the other end of the lake where the dam is. Alright, and so I climbed up here. Actually, let me show you. That's my boat down there, you know. Just occurred to me I sounded like Forrest Gump. That was my boat, but I want to show you on the other side of the dam. I'll take you over here. Okay. And I had an idea for a video when I was paddling down here. I want to talk to you about this morning about ideas versus action and what I call the deciding factor. And I thought, wow, as I'm standing up here, it's kind of a metaphor, a real visual, because here's like gazillion gallons of water, and over on this side is just a few gallons of water getting through the dam. So it's like on this side we have tons and tons of ideas, and on this side we have action, and what is the deciding factor. So let's talk about that. But you know what? I'm going to get back in my boat. Come on with me. Well, here we are back in my boat, and well, you know, I got to share something with you. When I was coming down off of those rocks over there by the dam, I slipped. Of course, the most important thing to me was making sure my camera didn't get wet, so I did. I mean, if someone was filming that, it'd probably be on America's Funniest Home Videos, and I'm actually quite wet now. But you know what? It's all good. All right, so let me tell you about ideas versus action. What is the deciding factor? I wrote a note on Facebook about a week ago. Got some good response. Had a couple emails. Basically, I'd received a question. This is what prompted the note. I received a question from one of the entrepreneurs I was coaching, and he said, "How do you get so much done? What do you do?" Sometimes I just feel so overwhelmed. And I said, dude, it's action. You've got to take action. Everybody's got ideas. Everybody's got things they want to implement. And you know, I admit, sometimes some of the big ideas we have seem so big you don't know where to start. But the whole thing, the cure for that is to take action. One step forward. Take your huge idea, right? Take your really big idea and just break it down. What is one thing I can do this morning, today, this afternoon, in 5 minutes? Because what happens is when you take your first step and you implement even one small part of a gigantic goal, you get this feeling inside like, wow, I'm doing something, I feel good, and you get a sense of accomplishment going. And so what you do is you take the next step. It's just that way with a lot of things, like with exercise. You know, I've been trying to lose, you know, like 5 pounds, the old winter weight, Super Bowl weight, and so I've been working out for a while, and nothing's happened. All of a sudden, so I was getting frustrated. All of a sudden, I lost like a half a pound, and I got excited. Now, a half a pound is not a great deal, but I got excited. I felt motivated and encouraged to keep going, and so I'm back on track. So, a couple days ago, I was reading, I'm reading Dan Kennedy's latest book, No BS Wealth Attraction for the New Economy. And in chapter 10, he's talking about implementation and taking action. Dan gave a great example. Dan gave a great example of the ability to take action and how it's the deciding factor and who's successful and who's not. And Dan gave an example. I'll just kind of paraphrase here, but he said, you know, one of his clients that he was coaching said, Dan, I would give you $100,000 if I could come to your office, right, and go through your files and make copies of your sales letters that you write, the ads that you create, all the neat stuff that you do. If I could have copies of that, and then I could go and work it in my business, he said, that would be worth $100,000 at least to me. Now, a lot of people may hear ideas like that. Here's what Dan did. He went home, went back to his office, and literally, I think he said within days, he was photocopying and making just tons of copies of everything he had in his files and his archives, and he created a binder. And that binder is actually a product that lives on today through the whole Glazer Kennedy web store. I don't recall the exact name of it, but you can check it out. And I think he said it's brought in like hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not $1 million. And he said everybody gets ideas like that. Everybody hears things from clients, but we all go on to our day. We all go on to get the next thing done on our to-do list, and nobody takes action. But Dan took action. So take action. Take the first step. The first step will lead to the second step, and it actually gets you juiced and energized to get more done. Quick story for me. Last December, I was approached by a guy who owns a business, and he was putting out his first book, and he said, listen, I'm I want to get some guest chapters from some experts in different areas of marketing. I would love it if you would be the guest expert on newsletters. Do you know, of course, it's a great idea. I was honored to be included in the book. And less than 5 days later, I had the chapter written and submitted, and I'm going to be in the book. It should be out in about a month. It is called ROI Secrets Revealed, okay? Now, here's what happened. Because I do a lot of writing, I've written chapters like that and other chapters. Obviously, I've written 2 books of my own now, The Magic of Newsletter Marketing and Stick Like Glue, by the way. And so yesterday afternoon about noontime, I was contacted by a friend on Facebook who is a coach and a marketing guru and brand building consultant. Her name is Lisa, and I apologize, I don't remember her last name. But Lisa said, I'm putting out a brand new book. I'm just starting it. It's going to be out in August. And would you consider being in my book? Here's what happened. Listen, I got a lot of things going on right now, but I said, man, if this gets off my radar, it won't get done. Less than 3 hours later, my assistant Kate, I had sent her my draft, and she looked at it, and we sent it to Lisa, and she had it. Lisa already responded, thank you, this is great, we're going to put it in the book. So it's all about taking action, folks. You got to implement, you got to take action. Everybody has ideas. Everybody has ideas. There's no shortage of ideas. You know, the metaphor I was using when I was standing up there by the dam, this lake is so full of millions of gallons of water, it's like everybody's got ideas. But you know what? What separates the men from the boys, or the girls for the women, the successful entrepreneurs who achieve more from those entrepreneurs who just seem bright and got a lot of ideas but are also asking in the privacy of their own home, why me? How come I'm not getting more done? What's different? Why are these guys achieving so much more, and why am I just kind of spinning my wheels? To me, I think the deciding factor is action. Get implementing. I want you to go check out on my video site, newsletterguru.tv. Go check out an episode called Massive Action. It's where I describe the ability and the methodology and the strategy on how to get a lot of things done. It will really help you. If you're a perfectionist and you're always kind of, I'm only going to put this out if I can do it right, go watch Massive Action, newsletterguru.tv. But for now, I got to get back about, I don't even know how long it is. It's probably a half a mile over the other side. It's time to get out of the lake and go do some work and implement and take action. So folks, the key message today, ideas versus action. The key deciding factor, it's an implementation, so go implement. Be a madman about implementing, all right? This is Jim Palmer, the Newsletter Guru. I will see you next time. Take care.